They say you get used to the cold in a morgue, but no one warns you about the silence. It's almost thick enough to choke on, except the silence wasn't empty. My first week, I started noticing it, a faint hiss, like static, whenever I walked past the storage drawers. I chalked it up to nerves, or maybe a leaky pipe. But last night, as I finished paperwork alone, I heard my name, soft, breathless, pulling at the edge of my sanity. That was when I realized the bodies weren't just silent guests, they were trying to speak. I convinced myself it was a trick of exhaustion, but the whispers grew bolder. Each night, they slithered into my ears, half-formed words, desperate and pleading. Sometimes it sounded like laughter, low and wet, echoing off the tile. I started dreading the night shift, dreading the moment when the overhead lights flickered and the room would swim in shadow. The bodies, all lined up so neatly, seemed to strain against their sheets, as if eager to be heard. Tonight, I stayed later than usual, morbid curiosity gnawing at me. The whispers crescendoed, weaving into a single, urgent phrase, "Let us go." My heart jackhammered as I realized the voices weren't asking for freedom from the morgue, they were begging to be free from something else. My breath fogged the air as I reached for the nearest drawer, hands trembling. The whispering stopped, replaced by a silence so suffocating it felt alive. I slid the drawer open. The corpse inside stared up at me with wide, glassy eyes, lips twisted into a silent scream. In that moment, I understood, the bodies weren't whispering to me. They were warning me. The cold that seeped into my bones wasn't from the refrigeration, it was from something older, hungrier, lurking in the walls, feeding on the dead and waiting for someone living to listen. And now, it knew I had heard.